What's up, guys? Just sitting down here with Lewis from Elcar Solutions.
Elcar Concepts.
We're going with Solutions today.
We'll nail it.
Well, I mean, if you had a shirt that had your fucking name on it or something.
I know, right? As soon as I get done with all this moving around the country,
We can spray paint it on there today.
get my merch going.
Is
that the way to do it?
We'll just go. I mean, people spend a lot of money printing shirts that look like they were spray painted. Maybe we should just fucking spray paint
So
it.
do I just bring like a stack of black shirts to class with a stencil?
Yeah,
And like,
let them spray
hey,
paint their own.
Who wants to? Yeah, just put it on them.
Just have a graffiti artist in the corner. They used to pay a lot of money airbrushing shit.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing?
Man, working on getting packed up, ready to do a pretty big move here. I think it's time for me to move out of Camden. I didn't really see it coming or have any plans on it, but last few months, a couple things kind of have happened and some opportunities presented themselves, so it looks like I'm going to be headed to Texas.
Okay. Where in Texas?
Jacksonville area-ish, so somewhere in that Tyler, Jacksonville, I guess the closest big city I think is Dallas, is about an hour and a half.
How far is that from Sunny?
Well, Sunny is in New Summerfield, which is just outside Jacksonville. So I'm going to try and be within 30 minutes
Okay.
driving, like from wherever my door is to Sunny's place.
Cool.
I think that 30-minute mark for the commute like makes it way easy.
Is that kind of like desert?
No, it's just like it is here.
Okay.
Yeah, like that East Texas area. I mean, like his range is like wooded, like where we were filming the other day. You know, he's just got a bunch of trees cleared out where we can shoot.
Cool, and that's on Sunny's property?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So nice place down there. I've been down there enough to know some of the people and kind of get to know some of the local spots around town. So feels like a good spot to land for the next chapter.
Cool. What do you think you're going to be doing?
I'm going to be teaching. I'm gonna be finally. I forget what the first time we sat here and I mentioned Elcar Concepts, but I've been holding that back or back burnering it, pursuing other opportunities. But now it's time to full send on that. So I got to get the move done and then full send on Elcar.
So when's your first class?
So I don't have it scheduled as of yet. Let's say if I give myself May, I'd say by August I should have like a full year of scheduled classes up on the schedule on the website.
So when's the first class?
First class will be, I'm guessing, somewhere in July. In terms of scheduled class like that, I'm still open for doing, one-off hiring stuff and classes like I've been doing. So I might have a few other things that get set up where I'm teaching classes before then, but that's where I'd want to hit the ground like running, like commercially open for business as Elcar.
Cool. Are there a bunch of ranges out there?
Going down actually this weekend. This Sunday's Easter. I'm going to be in the truck driving down. I'm going to spend 2 weeks down there kind of taking a look at places and seeing what kind of land's available and stuff like that, either operating ranges or property that can be converted into a range.
Yeah. So you thinking you're going to just rent a location and work out of a place, or you thinking you're going to buy someplace?
Right now I'm keeping the options open. The way I see it, like Sonny has a place to shoot, and I'm sure he'll be gracious with letting me shoot there, right? Like obviously we can't both schedule at the same time. So something that I was going to hit town looking for was like a commercial real estate somewhere in town where we could do indoor stuff whether like hand-to-hand combatives or force-on-force stuff, build a small shoot house, something like that. So I don't know if it would be a lease or buy thing. Depends what's on the market when I get there. But if there's a way where like I could buy that facility and then, basically Sonny and I can kind of pool resources in terms of facilities, where if he wants to do a shoot house class one weekend, doing it in my shoot house, maybe I teach an outdoor.
Is that all?
class.
Is that like simunitions, or is that not live bullets?
Yeah. The force on force would be all simunition stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, either simunition or we've been playing a lot with airsoft, man.
So my point is that it doesn't have to be an actual range. You don't have to have ventilation,
right?
And all the bullshit that comes with EPA stuff.
Yeah. So like what we had here at Tactical Response, we had the shop in town, and then we had a place we could go shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could do all the classroom stuff. It's indoor, climate controlled. If you don't need to be in a place where you can shoot your gun, why be in 100-degree heat, or why be in pouring rain if you're trying to learn? If you could be in indoors, it'd be a lot nicer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go down, like I said, it's 2 weeks to kind of get lay of the land, see what real estate's available on the market and off the market. Like small towns, sometimes stuff is for sale.
Off the market's usually better.
But only if you know the right people to know that it's for sale.
Yeah, you got to find the diner that's open at 4 a.m. and talk to the old guys.
Yep. So.
But you're Mexican, so they probably wouldn't sell it to you.
Yeah, although down there I look less Mexican.
Got it.
Yeah, they're better at differentiation.
Got it. So what else you up to?
That's the big things. I'm getting back into working out consistently again. I fell off there for a little while, but nothing more important. It's the only piece of gear I always have with me.
Yeah.
Right? Literally the only piece of gear that, like, in the middle of the shower, you still got it.
Yeah,
so,
when they disarm you and take all your shit away, they don't usually take that away.
Yeah. So it's got to be in working order. And, it just makes everything else you can do, it's a multiplier. So getting back in, like, tip-top shape is a top priority as I'm going through this kind of transitional moving and stuff like that. I'm going to keep a focus on that so that at least I don't let that slide, because I've been getting back,
Cool.
So I don't want to backslide it again. How about you? What's new with you?
Nothing's new. We just do the exact same thing every day.
This is you taking over the egg market?
I'm trying not to take over the egg market. Like I literally,
like really trying hard not
like
to.
I said, okay, I'm not going to sell eggs anymore. And then I walked in the shop day before yesterday, and all the eggs, like I had 300 eggs in there, and they're gone. I'm like, where did all the damn eggs go? And they said people came. It was Wednesday when we were recording. They came in and bought them. I'm like, did one person buy all of them? They're like, no, 6 different people came in and bought all these eggs.
Yeah, like you could stop selling crack at that house on the corner. Like, people are gonna keep coming to that porch.
Yeah, that's probably true. We should just open the crackhead trailer, the old snake trailer, and fucking sell eggs out of there.
Eggs over there.
Have a farm stand.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that sounds like a great job for Isaac. I could see him over there in front of
cops,
the red
we
building.
ran so much electricity there that when it snowed, there was never snow on the roof because it was always so hot. And every time the cops would come by, anytime we had a cop there, I'm like, hey, there's a bunch of snakes in the trailer. Like, we don't want to go in there. I go, I need you to look inside. So when this warrant comes up and the electricity, there's a question of why the electricity is so high. I need you to be able to say legitimately, no, I've seen inside there. It's not a weed grow. And they're like, I ain't going in there. I'm like, I need one of you motherfuckers to at least look in the door.
Yeah.
Like, you can look through the window or whatever. And that was always the concern. Because you hear that all the time.
Yeah.
That's how they catch weed grows.
Yeah. It's the power.
Yeah, call me. I'll open the door. Don't break it down.
Dude, imagine that, though. They go to serve the warrant. They kick the door in.
Full of snakes, yeah.
Yep.
But they always do that shit in the middle of the night on a weekend or something, So you can't just get it fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would be the bad part. I guess it would be the payback aspect of like
Yeah.
them kicking a door in and then being just scared shitless.
Yeah, when they
of all the snakes.
explosive breach your door, they don't bring in a dude that fixes all that shit when they leave.
Fuck, you're right. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's your problem. Now we got a few kit bags we're doing. We've been taking a long time to get them. We're doing the mystery bags. We're about to dump out. I don't know. We're probably about to ship probably 200 of those. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can get the shirts today. The shirts are all done. I think there was close to 400 of those on orders. I think it was it 400? It's over 300.
Yeah, and then you did the cigarette pouch.
We just fucking around with the cigarette pouch. I had a little Copenhagen pouch in one of my tool bags that's been there for years, and I finally just emptied it out. And I'd mentioned it, and somebody kept bugging me about it to the point where, like, every night I'm like, if you say something again, I'm going to ban you off this video. Like, when we put them out, you'll see it. So months later, somebody had asked about it. And a guy on there had said, man, it'd be cool you did a cigarette pouch. I said, maybe we'll do that because it'd be a good like promo item because it would hold like the old like the SWAT tourniquets, you know, that bicycle inner tube tourniquet.
It'd hold a few of those.
So we built those and we put them up. I think it was a Saturday or Sunday. I was just building it on live in the afternoon. And I said, hey, we'll put this up. So the only people that are going to know about it are people on the video. And we sold 52 of them on the video. And then we've actually shipped all those. Those are all out. And mystery order, I think we'll probably start shipping Monday or Tuesday. We'll get at least a couple hundred of those out of here, and the shirts will be here. And then we've got the next mystery order queued up. All the designs and everything are there for that. And
you got the March giveaway is still live.
No,
right
March
now?
giveaway's out. March giveaway's done. We picked the winners for that. We had a dude ordered a covert pack. And he's like, yeah, I want to ruck with this. And I go, ask him if he's planning to carry a plate. I go, tell him, number one, it doesn't have a waist strap. And the pocket that's in there is not ideal for holding like a 25-pound, weight plate. So he canceled his order. And I go, watch. I go, go ahead and put his numbers, write canceled, but put his numbers into the drawing. I go, watch, he'll probably win. And sure as shit, we had 3, 4, 5 people. We hit it. We hit the cards on Tannerite. How many entries were there? 20.
There's thousands.
18,000.
Thousands.
There was 18,000
I saw
plus
buckets and buckets of business cards.
So they put it on Tannerite, blew it up right next to the pond. So all the cards that went in the pond, 4 or 5 of them jump in the pond. And I'm like, you guys can swim, right? Because I was surprised some of the people that I'm like, can you swim? All right, you want to do this? But other people who I didn't directly ask were like, hey, I'll do it. I'm like, can you swim? And dude, they jumped in that fucking pond. I thought we were going to have to get a couple of them. Like, I did not see them. Like, I didn't see Miranda come back up for like a minute.
Someone kicked her in the head when they landed.
They all jumped to the same point and they fucking balled up underwater. So they grabbed as many as they could in 60 seconds, came out, and that's how we did the picks out of those.
Okay.
So it was a cool video, and did that. We're running April giveaway right now, which we haven't even announced what the prize is. I don't even know. Maybe we'll do. I guess we should probably do like a full blown LBV. That's what we'll do for a prize. It'd be a good prize.
That'd be a damn good prize.
That's a damn good prize. Yeah.
It'd be $1,200 to the winner.
So you take that deal, Udovich? So I'll take that deal.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That's what we'll probably do.
How do they enter for that one?
All they have to do is purchase. They have to purchase whatever purchase, every $5 gets an entry. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we've been doing it. And every time we do it, we go, there's got to be a better way.
Yeah,
so,
that's a lot. Man.
So Amanda,
like
every
morning,
morning, Amanda writes into a book the order number and how many times that divides by 5, right? So how many entries they get. And then Amanda was taking and writing. So if the guy got 25 entries, she's writing his invoice on a business card on 25 cards. So Paula's doing it, and she's like, we could get a stamper, and we just set it in there, and then it's sequentially. So now at least they don't have to write it. They can just program the number in and just stamp that many cards.
Yeah, but still, I mean, the amount of orders you get on a daily basis.
Yeah, I know.
Multiply, every one of those you have to multiply
by 5.
Or, divide by 5.
I thought maybe we do it by 10, but I mean, for the sake of the video, it's much
Yeah.
more impressive.
Yeah.
Having that, and it's crazy. Like every time we've done, like we mix the cards up. Like the cards don't, that batch of cards from that day, we mix them up. Like they're well mixed up, and then we even have dumped them out and put them back in bins and stuff. But every single time we've done a drawing, there's one dude that's won twice, and we even had a dude that won 3 times. So we don't let him have 3 wins. We put that one aside, but they do. Like they have won multiple times. We've seen the same dude's name come up.
It's so weird. Well, and that might be the dude too that's putting in
Probably so.
37 orders at,
And every time,
and they're at $100 each. So now he's got like 450.
yeah, we see
entries
guys put in like $1,000, $1,200, $1,600 orders. Like, fuck, man. Because inevitably there's something we don't have.
in it. Yeah.
So we've got these fucking giant boxes sitting around waiting. We got,
No.
$1,600 waiting on a $20 thing. So I go through in the morning. I'm like, all right, and I'll even come in and just cut the individual shit or even sew it on the weekend to get those boxes off the floors.
Damn.
But yeah, it's all the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a cool way to, like, the benefit on the customer side is ridiculous.
Yeah.
On this, like, the whole promotion and giveaway thing. Like,
And the mystery order, they're gonna love the mystery item.
Yeah.
Like it's very usable for a lot of different things, and we can scale it, right? So they can take the item and literally double the size by bolting on, outside pouches to it, and then you can completely organize it on the inside also. So it's very, very usable.
yeah.
And then we'll take that basically and build a couple more sizes that'll be for retail, so they can scale them out, make them work.
Yeah, it's a sweet bag. And
Yep.
then, or like in LBV,
Yeah.
like as a win for a chance to win in LBV, you can like go on and order like 2 decals right now, and you've got a chance
Every
to
time,
win in LBV.
every one of the drawings, we've had somebody's card come up where it's just literally his first order.
There's always a mix of
That's
one
awesome.
person that's ordered way too much, and then one
Too
person
much.
that's ordered
Yeah.
a sticker.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did this happen?
We never had a guy win on a sticker, but because we call them, so we pull the account, and I'm like, hey, so and so has 127 orders, and we're like, hey, so and so this is his first order. First order won $1,800 worth of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Nobody answers their damn phone.
I don't either. I get it. My phone doesn't even ring in the building.
Oh, what do you call them up?
We call 'em.
And
Yeah.
do like a
Hey man, this is John Willis. You're first prize winner, or you're grand prize winner. And they're like, what? Get the fuck, no way. Yeah. Yeah, we record it. We're like, hey, you're being recorded, so don't say anything crazy.
See, now you just need to start a Cameo, so that I could pay you to call people to just tell them they're winners, but then they won't really be winners.
I got a buddy that makes EDC stuff, and he's very high, real nice shit, like very nice stuff. And he sent me. Jeremy Horton and I were talking about him yesterday morning, and then I got a message from him later yesterday, and I hadn't talked to this guy in quite some time. And he's like, man, I got this customer, and he's just insufferable. And he goes, I just wanted to go full John Willis on him. I go, so he sent me screenshots of what the dude had said, and he was very upset about. He's like, hey, what are the dimensions on this thing? And my guy sent him a link. He's like, here's the link with all the information. And he's like, yeah, but what's the size? And my guy sent him the link. And he's like, you sent me both these links, and this is fucking absolute horse shit. Nowhere in here does it say the size. The first fucking thing it says is the dimensions.
I'm sure it's probably on there.
It's definitely on there. And he's like, I bought this other thing from you, and I really love it, but I don't think I'll buy anything more. And I'm like, bro, here's your answer. Good news. You're no longer our client. And I would hate for you to have this item that I've built in your possession. So go ahead and send it back to me, and I will refund your money. And then you take and use this guy's name as a promotion code or discount code, and the grand prize winner out of this gets this free fucking knife that you might or might not make anymore. And you tell the story, and you use this guy's name as the code. And that's how you do. And but I wrote it out much more. I wrote it out as I would have made the post.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're not going to believe this, man." The guy apologized, and So I guess that's not happening.
That didn't work.
There are many Strider knife meetings that have started with, hey, why don't we just send these to Willis and let Willis handle these customers? Mick's always like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, that was at the hotel. I had like an ace up my sleeve. Was Colby was the owner of the hotel's daughter, and so like if someone went to me and was pushing through, I was able to handle most everything. But like every once in a while, someone would just be insufferable, and they'd be like, "I want to talk to your boss." I'm like,
they do that shit with Amanda all the time.
well, all right. Like, here's where we were at. We were at like you were gonna get half off like 4 nights.
Yeah, you're definitely not
in the country,
like what's about to happen.
Anywhere in the country, I'm about to hand you off to Colby. She's gonna spend 3 minutes to tell you to go fuck yourself, and do whatever you want on your side thereafter, and you're not gonna get
anything.
Diddly.
Yeah.
You just lost, bro. But
how many times
I'll
did that
transfer
happen?
it. That only happened maybe like 5 or 6 times.
Was she on site?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we'd work together on a lot of stuff. She handled a lot more of the like the corporate offices because it was a mixed use building. She handled like the build outs and the leases with the corporate stuff, and then I did more of the hotel operations.
What's your craziest hotel story?
Oh man, craziest. There's a bunch, dude. That's an industry.
Just pick one.
Where weird
pick one
shit
that comes to
happens.
mind,
dude. So gross or not gross?
either way.
So I had an entire bathroom that was coated in probably 1/4 to 1/8 inch of shit.
Feces.
Like
toilet overflow?
No. Like on its way to the toilet. Like it was on the like glass shower doors, like about at the towel rack height. Like the person must have been trying to sit down on the back of the toilet.
Accident or intentional?
Oh, Lord knows, man, what happens in a hotel room.
Was the person alive?
Yeah, no, it was a checked out room. So someone checked out.
So your house cleaning comes in to find this.
I get a call on the radio, you know.
You gotta come see
Lewis,
this.
Lewis, come in. Like, okay. Call me on, you know, whatever extension. Call, it's my housekeeping manager. She goes, we got a problem with this room. None of my girls will clean it. And I was like, whoa, what? Like, what's up with it? She said there's poop on the floor. I'm like, we've seen this before. Like,
not like
I'm
this.
Like, get one of the housemen to do it, and you know, get that part, and then the girl can clean the room. She said no. The houseman said no too, and so now I'm like, I'm running a hotel, and the people who are in charge of cleaning stuff tell me we don't have a person on this in this building to clean this. So I'm like, I gotta see what the fuck. Go up there, and dude, it was like, couldn't tell in the hallway. As soon as you stepped in that room.
So who cleaned it?
It wasn't great.
You cleaned it?
Yeah. So I got garbage bags. I'm like in a suit, right?
You need a shovel.
So yeah, that's what I did need. I ended up using, you know, rubber gloves, obviously, garbage bags on my shoes. Like I got my tie tucked in my shirt. I like trying to pull my shirt up over my nose, like, and I have them getting me cups of water because it's like concrete at this point. Right?
Man, you should have called a crime scene cleanup, like the hazmat people.
Looking back, I would and I would not do that for a couple reasons. One, it is a cool story, I guess. And two, like after that day, anything I wanted, like anything I needed done, it didn't matter how dirty or
right, they
whatever.
Could never pull that. You wouldn't.
There was no question, like they would do that shit. Like so, from then on, it was like, you know, oh, they don't want to. Do I need to come? And no, okay, we'll take care of it.
Got it.
Like that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was a pain, man. That was the worst. Was trying to turn concrete back into soup. So that it could be
reconstituted.
yeah, I had to rehydrate it just to scoop it. that was a pretty crazy one. I had a dude shit in an ice bucket within like 5 minutes of checking in. Gets a room move, right? So dude checks into a room. Oh, can I get something on the other side of the building so I can watch the car or something like that, you know? So he gets his room moved. Check a new person into that other room, right? Like, had a housekeeper go. You know, anytime we remove, they check, so they peek their head in, make sure nothing weird. New person gets checked in that room, calls down within like 4 minutes of being checked in, and is like, hey, like, there's a problem, like, with this room. Like, can I be moved to another room? Or, like, what's the problem? You know, they tell the front desk agents. The front desk agents are like, what? No way. Call someone to go up. Sure enough, shit in the ice bucket. Like, you know how the, like, plastic bag hangs over the side, the top's on it, like, fancy, nice ice bucket. And it's put back exactly like that.
Is there any chance that the dude that checked out of there hadn't done it? It was there from a previous person?
No.
No.
No way.
It wasn't concrete yet.
No, because we did triple
Nope, we
inspections.
put a thermometer in it.
We did triple room inspection. So for someone to get checked into a room,
So he's just a secret
like,
shitter.
Yeah, like
Maybe that's his thing everywhere.
Because that's what I had to do. I had to figure out like how did a shit end up in an ice bucket. You know what I mean? So I'm like looking up like the key touches, what keys touched what doors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, have to put this whole fucking mystery together and go full Matlock on who's shit in an ice bucket just to get a room move. Like, people are weird, man.
What do you do to that guy? Do you walk to him and say, hey, I found your shit?
No, I wish you could.
You need a customer review, just like they have a rating for all the businesses.
Yeah, dude, that would be smart. That would be smart.
You ever have a dead guy?
We did have one dead dude. Yeah. They didn't think any kind of foul play. That was the only one I know of that got pulled out of the building dead.
Who found him?
One of my front desk agents. It was like a flip of a coin on who was going to deal with like a problem guest, and like
because he just didn't show up for checkout or something.
No, two separate things going on in the hotel, and we needed to check on that room to see if they were going to be extending another night. They like had been extending. It was that room and another one next door, and then there was a separate just guest that walked into the lobby that was going to be a problem, and so me and like my head front desk girl like look at each other. I'm looking at her like, which one do you want? Like, because I knew she had a rough morning, and she was like, I'll go check on the room. And
that's where the dead guy
there was a dead dude in there. Yeah.
Did she radio back or?
She came back downstairs and then found a way to kind of get me away from the conversation I was in, and then they bring the gurney up and fucking wheel him out through the lobby.
Did everybody go look at him?
Huh?
Did everybody go look at him? Not
really. It was a quick shoot, like from the elevator out, and I don't know, it might have just looked like, we've had tons of people like in the restaurant.
I mean like the employees that work there. Hey, there's a dead guy in room 10.
No, I don't think so. No, cops were there pretty quick, and nobody went and tried to poke him with a stick or anything like that.
Are there a lot of Spanish speakers? Is there a lot of Mexican population right there?
It's not super heavy, but like there's some good Mexican restaurants.
Real Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
How far from the border are you?
It's still quite a ways. It's like northeast. Let's see, pull it up on the map here.
I would just assume New Mexico. That'd just be basically like Mexico, right?
Texas is fucking huge, man.
There's
a lot of different types of Texas.
So Jacksonville is definitely considered east.
Like when we drove here on the 40 from California, when we drove through Texas, I don't remember anything being. It was all just like nothing there.
Flat.
Yeah.
Brown.
The longest part of the trip, you're in Texas.
Yeah, like coming back we would teach in Arizona, and like coming back from Arizona, it seemed like you were in Texas for more than a day.
I think you were in Texas for more than a day.
It is a
If
big.
it takes 8 hours to drive across Tennessee, or 9, it's got to take.
Depends which way you drive.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying Texas has to be double that.
You just got to drive the south to north
Yeah.
way.
2 hours.
Yeah, so it's right about there. So it's southeast of Dallas, kind of towards the Louisiana border.
How close are you to Dallas?
About an hour and a half.
So
not
that's
too
where
far.
like
It's-
everything. You're a major city.
Yeah, it's kind of like Nashville to here.
Yeah.
And then there's Tyler, which is
Like when they launched
like they're
ICBMs, they're
Paris.
definitely bombing you.
they'd probably have it aimed right at that town.
Yep.
At least send one there. If you're in control of a lot of them, you might as well.
Yep. Right on. All right. Anything else you want to add right here?
No, not much. Excited seeing what's going on, and I'm gonna go in the shop, check out what you got coming off the line right now, and
Cool.
that's all I got.
As you can tell, we didn't really plan this. Lewis showed up. I heard my door open and nobody came through it. I'm like, what the fuck is this going to be? It's always some nonsense.
Yeah.
But it was him.
Yeah.
So he was going back to his truck. So I'm like, come on, we'll go talk for a minute. All right, guys. We'll see you later.